Marianne and Daniel, marriage is a supreme sharing of experience and an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. To be clear about your intentions, I will ask each of you a question. Marianne, do you declare that you are choosing Daniel to be your spouse?
I do.
Daniel, do you declare that you are choosing Marianne to be your spouse?
I do.
And in your declarations, it is implied that you are each coming willingly and wholeheartedly to this marriage with the clear intention of lifelong commitment. Is this so?
Yes.
Yes.
You're sure? Okay. Okay. Family members and dear friends, it is in your company and with your love and guidance that these two have learned and shared many life lessons. By being here today, you are indicating your support for this marriage. However, the law requires that I ask the question, if anyone present, including the two of you, know a lawful reason why you cannot be married, please speak now or hereafter be silent. Okay, that was good. That was enough time, eh?
Yeah.
Dan, Marianne, wedding vows have been spoken by couples to each other for centuries. And while they are simple words, they have extraordinary meaning and importance. It's time now for you to say your vows to each other, words that will carry you across a threshold of life. Marianne, please repeat after me. I, Marianne, take you, Daniel, to be my husband.
I, Marianne, take you, Daniel, to be my husband.
Daniel, please repeat after me. I, Daniel, take you, Marianne, to be my wife.
I, Daniel, take you, Marianne, to be my wife.
And now together, please. You are my companion in life.
You are my companion in life,
My one true love.
my one true love.
I will treasure our friendship
I will treasure our friendship
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust and honor you.
I will trust and honor you.
I will laugh and cry with you.
I will laugh and cry with you,
For richer and
for richer and for poorer,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you faithfully.
I will love you faithfully
Through the best and the worst.
through the best and the worst,
And
through the difficult and the easy.
whatever may come, I will always be there.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
As I give you my hands to hold,
As I give you my hands to hold,
so I give you my life to keep.
so I give you my life to keep.
You are now taking into your care and keeping the happiness of the one person in the world whom you love above all others. Marianne and Dan are going to hold their rings for a moment as I read a passage that's called Hands, written by Daniel Harris. And this ritual will serve to warm their rings, infusing them with love and their intentions for their marriage before they give their rings to each other. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These hands will hold you when fear or grief fill your mind. These are the hands that will countless time wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, and most
You're gonna wipe my
tears of
tears.
joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And now, Marianne, let's expose the rings. Good. Please take Daniel's ring and put it on his finger.
Or this big knuckle.
Here, give it a little shove there.
Got big knuckles.
Repeat after me, please. Hang on to his hand. Daniel, I give you this ring
Daniel, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
I commit my very heart and soul to you.
I commit my very heart and soul to you.
Daniel, please put the ring on Marianne's finger.
Marianne, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness. I commit my very love and heart and soul to you.
All of it. Absolutely.
The whole package, babe.
May your ring serve as a physical reminder of the vows and promises you have spoken. In affirmation of your marriage, I'd like to encourage you to take the best of your families and community backgrounds, draw on the soundness of your many friendships, and continue to nurture a rich and sustaining home life that's a safe and welcoming haven from the craziness and unpredictability of our world. Communicate openly and sustain each other generously. And in the years ahead, enjoy the surprises of the lighthearted good times, navigate the shadowy times, recognize the many moods of love and the seasons of growth that will occur over the years. Stay grounded in the knowledge that you fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making the choice. As lessons come and challenges arise, may you always remember that in each other you have this most beautiful woman and this most beautiful man and the strongest, most resilient, and most enduring love. And now, by the authority vested in me by the province of British Columbia, it is my great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Dan, you may begin.
It's as simple as it seems. A twinkle in your eyes, the way that time slows down when you kiss me. As we fall asleep in a bed of butterflies, just close your eyes and then you'll see it. You don't ever have to look too far. You don't have to cover up your scars. You're perfect, darling, just the way you are. So before you think to rip yourself apart, open up my heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Open up my heart and you'll find love. It will never grow old, even when we grow up. It's up to us to stop and smell each rose. They're the colors that we show, it's the feeling that we trust, and it's the brush that we both carry. You don't ever have to look too far. You don't have to cover up your scars. You're perfect, darling, just the way you are. So before you think to rip yourself apart, open up my heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Open up my heart and you'll find love. When you're searching hard and it seems to lead to nowhere, no matter where you are, know I'll always be there. You don't have to cover up your scars.
met when she moved in next door to me. I thought she hated me. She thought I hated her. All thanks to our RBF. Look it up. A mutual friend told us to talk and that we'd really get along. So eventually one day we did, and it turns out that not only did we have identical townhouses, we had the same car down to year, make, model, and color. We both had a cat and a dog, and unfortunately, we both had the same penchant for really awful men. Hence our nickname for each other, Twinsies. We have both grown so much since then. We've upgraded our houses, we've gotten new cars, and of course, we've upgraded our taste in men. You're a real one, Dan. I remember after her dating a few of these questionable choices, she came to me and said she met a good one, and that he might actually be the one. Of course, I was skeptical, but she followed it up by saying, he's taking me camping. And she was gonna go. Willingly. Of course, I was floored, and I knew she was smitten, because if you know Em like I know Em, she loves a high thread count. Em hates being uncomfortable. But with Dan, she can be comfortably uncomfortable. She's found her best friend. It's been so amazing to watch the love story unfold, and now I'm honored to be here toasting to both of you. So Em and Dan, may your for better or for worse be far better than worse. Cheers.
Dan, first off, just want to say how proud I am of you, how far you've come, and how hard you've worked to get to where you are today. I've been lucky enough to know this handsome son of a gun since grade 1, so we go way back. He's always been a hard worker, this guy. He's had to work his butt off even since grade 1 of just trying to not get suspended. It's always been, it's been a constant struggle for the guy. It's never been easy, but you know what? He's worked his butt off and he's here today, and that's all true to his own work ethic, which I super respect about you, Dan. You've always had the ability to change the energy of any room you walk into. Your smile, charm, and charisma is truly one of a kind. Even as a kid, you always had the room smiling and laughing, even if it meant getting in trouble from the teacher. It was worth it for you to get a laugh from the friends. You're a people person in every sense of the word. You're always looking to spread the wealth of good times to those around you. I learned a long time ago, if Dan comes and says, hey, we're going to do this, you just do it. You know it's going to be good. He's not going to sign you up for something you're not going to like. So it's like John mentioned, Dan said to us, hey, we're going to do the Cape Scott Trail, 26 kilometers with a 50-pound backpack on your back. And John and I were said, oh, okay, like Dan seems pretty confident about this, and we're going to just trust him on this. And we ended up going, and you know, John and I's packs were 50 pounds. Dan's pack was 70 pounds, because that's just the type of guy he is. He will carry the extra weight for you, even when you know, he doesn't want to listen to me and John complain about how heavy our bags are, so he'll take the extra 20 pounds just to keep the mission on. So we appreciate all your hard work for stuff like that. Yeah, it ended up being, John and I were a little sketched, but it ended up being one of the best weekends we've had. Great memories from that. As fun, wild, and at times untamable, everything changed for the better when you met Marianne. When they started dating, Dan was living in Vancouver. He would drive his motorcycle over on the weekends to hang out, and he used to tell me about when he was coming home ripping on the Lionsgate Bridge at 1 in the morning, and it's the best, there's no traffic, you can just rip down the Lionsgate Bridge. I'm like, okay, let's keep that between us. But so to see him now come over and, he meets Marianne, and he was very involved in Unbuilders, getting it to where it needed to be, and he worked his butt off to get it where it needs to be, and meets Marianne, and then before you know it, the bike is sold. Dan is here. He's here full time. He's in love with a cat. He's in love with a dog. He was never an animal guy, and now he's a cat dad. And it was just what you needed, man. It was just what you needed. We raise our glasses to a lifetime of happiness and never-ending good memories. We love you guys. Cheers.
We're here to help them celebrate their beautiful friendship, their love, and their commitment to one another. We'd like to say a few things about Dan, but when we sat down, we realized we weren't quite sure where to start. We could go as far back as our Super Saturdays filled with family and chippies, to stories about Super Dan or Superman. But we feel it's more important to concentrate on the man he's become, the man we're both so proud of, the man we're all so proud of. I'm not sure we can put it into words how honored we are to have watched Dan grow into the man he is today. We watch in awe and amazement as Dan embraces this zest for life that most others can only dream of for themselves. He is adventurous, dedicated, and enthusiastic about everything that crosses his path. Dan, you're just all in. No matter what it pertains to, you don't stop until you find what you're looking for, which brought you to Marianne. Marianne, we want to thank your mom and dad, Leslie and Jerry, for raising such a kind, thoughtful, caring daughter. We've watched as you have gone on adventures with Dan through the rain and the mud, and around the lakes with mysterious flying boulders, all while continuing to love him for who he is. For all he is. We welcome you to our family tonight as part of this celebration, but considered you family since we first met. Dan and Marianne, Michelle and I wish you a future of love, adventure, early morning sunrises, and late night sunsets. We hope you one day see that Sasquatch we all know is out there, and we're happy knowing that you both will continue to ignite the spark in each other, the spark that will continue to keep your love for each other alive. We love you both so much, and we'd like to toast the new Mr. and Mrs. Cheers. Cheers.